Okay, I have my test environment up now. I'm going to show you what that is. I have a laptop with time code that's going to run for an hour, sitting right here. I have cameras 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, those are connected to spark boxes 1, 2, 3, right, 4, 3. Alright, each one is connected to the camera that is numbered. So I'll show you the session that I have here. The session is test, and it is set up to 1080-60. In each setting, under the format, it does not let me set the format. Okay, so that is that way for each one. It will not let me set a particular format, so it's all auto detect. All auto. Alright, and when I go to configure, dang it. I checked this, but I'm going to show you anyway. All of the firmware is the same version. Alright, so I will show you that. Looks like when I closed out, it lost my page. I had this all set. So here's Spark 2 firmware. Spark 3. And finally, Spark 4. All matching firmwares. Alright, I have in the output settings, I have recording input 1, 2, 3, and 4. For this test, I'll do the mix test next. And in the record, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so now we're going to start the test. So we're recording. And I will hit play. Let me get out of the way. Alright, so the test is going. I'll let this go for an hour and come back and see what is going on with the sync. Not doing the ISO quarter this time. We'll just go straight to the TriCaster. I already see some kind of problem going on. Something's up with input 3, but I will let it go for now and see what happens after the fact. Alright? So I will come back. Okay, so here are the results of the two tests, the input test and then the ME test. This is all from the TriCaster. So the first test did have a problem. It did not record camera 3. I looked later after the test, and camera 3 was the file location was to an external drive connected via USB, and it should have still recorded, but it did not. So that's the problem. The frames per second all match of both tests, the input test and then the other test. And what I did on the second test, I put each camera into its own ME. So I put camera 1 into ME1, camera 2 into ME2, and so forth. So here are the results. You can see that I did sync, so each file syncs up. So you can see that we're at 520, 520. So all three of these cameras are synced up, and you go to the end, and let's get to the. So here's 560300, and I'm going to turn off each layer, and they stayed in sync. So this test was successful, except for the fact that input 3 did not record. So now I will show you the results of the ME test. So all four cameras, or all four inputs, did record: ME1, ME2, ME3, ME4, and so they are synced up in the beginning. And we go to the end. So there's, let's see, 440 on the nose. So these stay, that one's about a frame off, maybe a frame off, but for the most part they stayed in sync for an hour. So I think that's the test you wanted me to do. So I will, I guess, conduct this test on the ISO quarter and see if that changes things as far as sync. So there you have it.